Hello students, welcome back. I am Rinkesh sir, and today we will continue with exercise 10.3 of chapter number 10, that is straight line. We have completed till question number 4. So now let's start with question number 5. Find the points on the x-axis whose distances from the line x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1 are 4 units. Okay, so first let's write down the equation of line. It's x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1. Clear? Now let's take the LCM. It will be 4x plus 3y upon 12 is equal to 1. So 4x plus 3y is equal to 12, or 4x plus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. This is the equation of line. Now see, the point is on x-axis. So let the point on x-axis be a x 0. As written, x-axis is y component will be 0. So this will be x1, this will be y1. If I take equation A and compare it with ax plus by plus c equal to 0, A is equal to 4, B is equal to 3, and C is equal to minus 12. So now the equation for distance of a line from a point, okay, the distance between a line and a point, this is given as modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c upon under root of a square plus b square. Clear? So what is a? That is 4. x1, that is x. b and y1 is 0, so it will be 0. And c is minus 12, so it will be minus 12. Under root of a square, that is 4 square 16, b square, that is 3 square, that is 9. So this will be equal to 4, and this distance is given to be 4 units. See, so 4 equal to modulus of 4x minus 12 root 16 plus 9, that is equal to root 25, so that is 5. I can write it down. Modulus of 4x minus 12, that is equal to 4 5s are 20. So when I remove modulus, 4x minus 12 equal to 20, or 4x minus 12 equal to minus 20. Okay, so 4x 20 plus 12, that will be 32. That means x is equal to 8, or 4x minus 20 plus 12, that will be equal to minus 8. So x is equal to minus 2. So the required point is either 8 0 or minus 2 0. Clear? So this was about question number 5. So just note it down. Now let's see the next question. Find the distance between parallel lines. So now see, first, if I take L1 as A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0, and L2 as A2x, sorry, same A1x plus B1y plus C2 equal to 0. Clear? Then I can say that L1 is parallel to L2. Means the coefficient of x and y must be same. Okay, in that case, distance between two parallel lines that is given as D equal to C1 minus C2 upon under root of A square plus B square. Okay, so this is the formula for distance between two lines. Clear? So now let's see the first one. It's 15x plus 8y minus 34 equal to 0 and 15x plus 8y plus 31 equal to 0. So here a and b both are same, that is a equal to 15, sorry, both a are same in both the lines and b is same in both the lines. And c1 is equal to minus 34 and c2 is equal to plus 31. The distance c1 minus c2 means minus 31 minus, minus 34 minus 31 modulus upon under root of a square, that is 15 square, just a minute, under root of 15 square, that is 225 plus, sorry, a b is not 15, it's 8 plus 8 square, that is 64 here. So this will be equal to minus 65 upon under root of 225 plus 64, that will be equal to 289 and its modulus. So D will be equal to plus 65 upon square root of 289, that is 17. So it's 65 by 17 units. The distance between these both parallel lines in first part of sixth is 65 upon 17 units. Here, now let's see the second part. It's given L into x plus y plus p equal to 0. This is first line. L1, so I can write it down Lx plus Ly plus p equal to 0. Line 2, it's L into x plus y minus r equal to 0. That will be equal to Lx plus Ly minus r equal to 0. In this case, A is equal to L, B is equal to L, C1 equal to P and C2 equal to minus R. Clear? So the distance will be equal to C1 minus C2, that is P minus minus R, P plus R, upon under root of A square, that is L square plus L square. So L square plus L square, that will be equal to 2L square. Okay, so the distance will be equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, I'm taking this 2 outside. Modulus of P plus R upon square root of L square is L. So the distance between these two parallel lines is P plus modulus of P plus R, 1 by root 2 modulus of P plus R upon L. Okay, so this was about question number 6. So just note it down. Okay, now let's move. Now before starting 7th and 8th, let's see the family of parallel and perpendicular lines. Let's say about family of parallel and perpendicular lines. First about parallel lines. L1 is parallel to L2, then their general equation will be ax1 plus by, sorry, ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and L2 ax plus by plus k equal to 0. Okay, that means when two lines are parallel, the coefficient of x and coefficient of b will be same in both. And for perpendicular lines, means if L is perpendicular to L, then the general equation L1 will be equal to ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and L2, that is bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. Clear? The reason here is in parallel m1 is equal to m2. Okay, that means the slope, that is a1 by b1 minus a1 by b1 must be equal to minus a2 by b2. Minus minus take cancels. So ratio wise, if I take common, I can derive a1 equal to a2, b1 equal to b2. And in this case, m1 is equal to minus m2. Sorry, m1, m2 equal to minus 1. So minus a by b into minus b by, it's minus a. See now, minus minus gets cancelled, a and b. Only one minus gets cancelled. So this is equal to minus 1. So the coefficient exchange plus there is a negative sign in between. Okay. Now let's see the next questions. Question number 7. Find the equation of line parallel to the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 and passing through minus 2, 3. Question 7. Now see, the equation given is 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. The required line L2 is parallel to L1. So the general equation will be same, 3x minus 4y plus k equal to 0, right? Because both are parallel, so coefficient of x and y would be same. Now L2 passes through minus 2 and 3. So 3 into minus 2 minus 4 into 3 plus k equal to 0. So this is minus 6 minus 12 plus k equal to 0. So this is minus 18, k is equal to 18. We found out the value of k, clear? So the equation L2 will be equal to 3x minus 4y plus 18 equal to 0. This is the equation of line parallel to 3x minus 4y plus 2 and passing through minus 2, 3. Now let's see the next, that is question number 8. Now here the given line is x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. Now the required line, you have to find out that it is perpendicular to the line and having x-intercept 3. Clear? So the required line L2, that will be x. Now exchange the coefficient. So 7x, instead of minus I will use plus, coefficient of x is 1 plus k equal to 0. So 7x plus y will be equal to minus k, taking dividing both sides by k, 7x by k plus y by k, let's say minus k equal to 1. Okay, so x upon minus k by 7, y upon minus k equal to 1. See now why I rearranged in this form? Because it is given x-intercept. Now we have the intercept form of equation, right? What is intercept form? Intercept form is x by a, that is x-intercept, y by b, that is y-intercept, and that is equal to 1. Now here x intercept is equal to 3, it's given. So k by 7 minus k by 7, that is x intercept, minus k by 7 equal to 3. So minus k equal to 21. So k is equal to minus 21. So required equation of required line, put the value of k in this equation 1. L2 is 7x plus y minus 21 equal to 0. This was about question 7 and 8. So just note it down. Now let's see the next. Question number 9. Find angles between line root 3x plus y equal to 1 and x plus root 3y equal to 1. Okay, so write down first the equation of line L1. Root 3x plus y is equal to 1. Other line given is x plus root 3y equal to 1. Okay. Now the formula for slope, if ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then the slope of the line m is equal to minus a by b. Okay. So in this case, line slope m1 is equal to minus a by b, that is minus root 3 upon 1. So that is equal to minus root 3. The slope for line 2, M2, that is minus A1 upon root 3. So that is equal to minus 1 upon root 3. Okay, it's the same thing. Now we have to find out the angle between these two lines. And the formula for angle between two lines, for angle between two lines, the formula is tan theta equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Clear? Okay. So now this will be equal to, what is m1? That is minus root 3, or let's carry it forward here. Tan theta m1, that is minus root 3 minus m2 minus 1 by root 3. So this will be equal to 1 by root 3 plus 1 by root 3 upon 1 minus m1, that is, sorry, 1 plus minus root 3 into minus 1 by root 3, m1 m2. Here, let's take LCM. Root 3 into root 3, that is minus 3, because it's minus root 3 root 3, plus 1 upon root 3. Okay, so this again LCM, that will be root 3 into 1, that is root 3, minus minus plus root 3 into 1, that is root 3. So denominator, sorry, in both the case root 3 will be cancelled. So this will be equal to minus 3 upon 2 root 3. Sorry, not minus 3, it's minus 3 plus 1. So it's minus 2 upon 2 root 3. So this gets cancelled. So tan theta is equal to modulus of minus 1 upon root 3. Now as it is modulus, and we know the acute angle, we are taking the acute angle as the angle between two lines. Here there are two possibilities. It can be either plus 1 by root 3 or minus 1 by root 3. But as we are taking the angle as the acute angle, so I write down tan theta is equal to plus 1 by root 3. And we know that the value of tan is 1 by root 3 at pi by 6. So this implies that theta is equal to pi by 6. Angle between two given lines is pi by 6. You need to find out the obtuse angle. Okay, then you can just take it difference pi minus pi by 6, or else either take minus pi by 6 or pi minus pi by 6, that will be equal to 5 pi by 6. So the angles are either pi by 6 or 5 pi by 6. The acute angle we are taking, that is pi by 6. Okay, so this was about question number 9. So just note it down. Okay, students, so that's it for today. In our next video, we'll start with question number 10. Thank you.